For someone who's always on the go, being still felt like irresponsibility, like disappointment, and sometimes laziness. You'd think rest would be easy when you're exhausted, but this was one of the hardest months for me. So let's go back to the beginning. Hey, stop on that screaming. I felt like once the kids got older, I would have maybe like more energy to go and do and show up and all these things, but that's the opposite is happening. I think as they were infants, I pushed to show up and still do what we had always done, right? And go where we had always gone as they were infants. And I think that now, me personally, I've just burned out. I did not sing at church to sit and just catch my breath, just to sit and listen and be poured into. There is that tension of wanting to be involved, wanting to participate, wanting to sing, wanting to do what I was doing. But I've really had to be honest with myself. You cannot do that right now. Resting when the Lord tells you to rest is also obedience. You don't have to be constantly moving and doing, which is where, oh, sorry, I ate dinner and now my lipstick is all over my face. But anyways, yeah, it's just, so I'm learning how to rest. It's been an uncomfortable couple of weeks for me. Saying no is not something that I am used to doing or good at doing. But that's what the Lord is asking of me right now. I've been able to invest some real time with the Lord, which is, of the utmost importance. More than being at this thing and saying yes to this and doing that and being here and showing up there. Like, the fact that I'm able to invest in my relationship with the Lord right now is so special to me. Good job. I'm looking for the Lord to restore things like joy and peace and contentment and confidence, because those are the things that I feel like over the last 6 to 8 years or so that I have lost or have like really taken hits and are not as strong as they used to be. I am reading in my little devotional that I haven't picked up in a really long time. But I decided to just flip through it. One of the sections in here is talking about stillness and rest, which is where I am right now. The question that it asked was, how has God been nudging you to slow down? How has this been a challenge for you? I wrote that I feel God has been nudging me to slow down in social media, content creation, and home life, stopping the overindulgence of social media, finding rest by taking a break from vlogging and posting, also finding rest by letting go of trying to be perfect at home. I feel that if I slow down or admit I'm tired, that means I'm weak. I've been really challenged in how I view myself and how I define motherhood. And just reading that, it's like, okay, so I've been feeling this for a while now. And it's taken me obviously months to finally say, yes, okay, I'll do it. And so I just had to vlog this and just document this moment, because I'm just like, wow. Just wow. I've had a lot that's been on my mind as it pertains to like this rest journey that I am on for this month, and I was like, while things are fresh on my mind, let me sit down and just like having to sit with myself and having to sit with the Lord and allowing him to work on my heart and work on my mind and work on my emotions and everything. Like that's been hard too. Like that hasn't felt good. I have cried a lot. I have sat in silence a lot, because like when you don't have anything to distract you and you are just left with you, hello. The things that you remember, the things that the Lord will bring up and be like, you need to fix this. That wasn't right. You weren't supposed to do that. You weren't supposed to handle it like that. Listening to a sermon by Bishop S.Y. Younger just 2 minutes ago, and he was saying that, some of you have been asking the Lord for answers and direction. And this sermon was 2 years ago, okay? But I've heard it before, but listening to it again with where I am right now, like it hit different. Oh, anyways, he was saying that some of you have been asking the Lord like for answers and direction, and he was like, and the Lord hasn't been able to tell you because you haven't been still enough to actually hear him. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. Listening to another sermon by Bishop S.Y. Younger, he was talking about how there are some wounds that of course have been inflicted by other people, the things that they've said, the way that they've treated you, life. But then there are also wounds that are self-inflicted. But at the end of the day, the Lord can and will heal all wounds. Like it doesn't matter to the Lord if the wound was inflicted by somebody else or if you hurt your own self. There's healing for it all. I think I needed to hear that. I did. I needed to hear that. Like me resting and allowing the Lord to work on me is personal, so that I can be better, so that I cannot necessarily get back somewhere, but so that where I am, I can be whole. So let me get up and get started on the rest of this day. For Valentine's Day, my husband got me this box. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting, but it says especially for you, and it has positive affirmation cards, 10 days self-love challenge with rewards, 10 surprise gift boxes, stress relief, and self-care. And so my husband probably for like the past year or two, like every time, you know, we exchange gifts, he always gets me something that's like self-care. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's do one together. So this positive affirmation card says, I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. And then it says, write down one daily accomplishment and read it out loud. Okay, I'm gonna do that in just a second. I'm gonna pick this box and see what my self-care item is. Ooh, a scented candle. Vanilla coconut. Okay, so that seems to be like the smell is vanilla coconut, because that's what the bath salt was too. I used to think rest meant stopping, that if life kept moving, then I wasn't really resting. But this month is teaching me that rest isn't the absence of responsibility. It's finding ways to care for yourself while life keeps moving. It's in the simple joys, like an iced coffee, a little quiet time before the kids wake up. It's a candle burning. It's a journal open. Even in the midst of the daily grind, I can find rest. When I tell you them kids was in that doctor's office acting up. When we first got in there, everybody was cool. Everybody was chill. Wasn't nobody crying. Everybody was quiet. And then it just chaos. Even the doctor was like, do you ever get a break? Do you ever get a chance to rest? I was like, it's funny you should mention that, because that's been my goal for the month, has been rest and restoration. She was like, good, because this is a lot. Do you ever just like laugh to keep from crying? Because that's this moment. All I can do is just laugh because of how insane. And now everybody's quiet because they have a snack. I'm about to go pick up groceries. Pick up the groceries, because who about to walk through the store and grocery shop with 3 kids and a wagon? Not me. There are a few things I need to run in the store and get, but I'll just have to do that later when I am regulated, because I am not regulated right now. I'm gonna pick me up something to eat for lunch because I am not picking up groceries, putting groceries away, taking the kids out of the car, and then going inside to cook me something to eat for lunch. Absolutely not. Y'all are so cute. Prayed for rest and restoration for the month of January and just this year during consecration month, I was expecting that to look like just more opportunities to sleep. You know, I was looking at that as being like, you know, maybe that the Lord, hey, give me that, get that out your mouth. I was hoping that the Lord would just, give me, better systems, help me to better refine my systems. And all that happened, but I was not expecting the Lord to work on my heart so much. Something else I was not prepared for to come up this month was grief. Resting and, having the slow mornings and being more intentional with like my to-do list and my days reminded me of my dad. My dad did not play about his rest, basically. He was very, I guess regimented would be the word. He was a military guy, but he was very regimented. He had, his daily routines, and very little could get him off of his daily routines. But I understand why now, because my dad valued rest. My dad valued his peace. And I really wish that, look, I wish that heaven had a phone. 1, 2, 3, release them, okay? I wish that heaven had a phone. Because I really wanted to call my dad and be like, Daddy, I get it. Rest is something that I have to choose daily. I'm definitely better at choosing rest, and choosing to do things that, cause me to slow down and just all the things. But I haven't 100%, nailed it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't always make the restful decision initially. Sometimes I slip back into the old go, 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 go. And but I will say though that I am more aware of when I'm going too much, because now I guess you could kind of say I have like a baseline for what it feels like to slow down and to rest. And so now I know what resting feels like. I can tell when I'm getting back to that, high stress place. And I am, better equipped to make the necessary adjustments so that I can rest. So I checked in with my husband and I was like, have you noticed a difference with me now that I've been on this rest journey for the month? And he was like, yeah, definitely. And he was like, if the way that you've been organizing the house and cleaning the house, if that has been any indication of your mind, just where your mind is, he was just like, you're definitely in a much better place. He was like, I like this Soraya. I like the rested Soraya. And I'm like, I like this Soraya too. I like this Soraya too. And I am going to do and I'm gonna do what I can to stay in this place. I am the thermostat for my home. My home needs to be rested. You know what I'm saying? My home needs this Soraya.